So ladies and gentlemen, this is Mjomba. Yeah, together here with
you are with Mr. Accelerator.
yes.
Yeah, the nigga.
Today we are here to look on the difference between dating a man in 30s and that in 20s. Yeah, a small boy like me now in 20s. So, in the first point, let us say that he is dating with a purpose. This is a man in 30s. That like a man in 30s dates with a purpose. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, it is true. Maybe in my perspective, I can say it prioritize what call peace and everything so that they can be well in a relationship.
To me, bro, like wacha nipinge, I must be against that.
Okay.
So do you mean men in 20s don't date with a purpose?
I can say also they date with purpose. They in most cases they do what they want, what we call let me find that word, more expectation, and they have more expectation than what is supposed to be done at that time, because you must give somebody time. Let me say in that is that person knows what is supposed to do and how the life is, because is not living the world of fantasy.
But even people in 20s know what they are doing. You know, once you are in, like, generally men, no man dates with no purpose. It's just that you, after some time, after learning from your partner, it's when you find out, can this relationship work or not? So when you say that men in 30s work with a purpose, I disagree with that.
Let me clarify on that one, because like me, I've learned some of the things, because I've interacted with most ladies, and I've seen they mostly live in the world of fantasy on their 20s. So that is why we give them time, so that they can learn more how life is in the reality sense, so that they can know how life works before entering into dating on their 20s.
So let us say it's just that ladies have more expectations, like they want to get more from the young boys. You know, in early 20s, like you are a young man, you see. So it's like these young men cannot like they are not on the position to provide.
They are not. Like, that point is very correct, because
that's why now they see like these men in 20s, they don't date with a purpose. Of course we do date with a purpose. It's just that you have got more expectations. You don't want to understand. When we say about understanding, they are not ready. You see?
On addition to that, when you give this young man who is 20s a chance, no, he's struggling to find a way to succeed in life. So you must bear in mind, you must move forward step by step so that they can succeed. And to make her succeed, you must give him support and everything, so that all shall be well within a given period. You might know, you never know that maybe in future or some days coming, he will be a successful man.
Okay, now let us go on the next point. It says he won't beg for love or attention. Of course, in a man in 30s won't beg for love or attention, because this man has socialized with so many ladies. Yeah, you know, you undergo the steps of becoming mature, you understand the adolescence. So once you are an adolescent, you interact with so many ladies, you get heartbreaks. You see, some works, some never works.
Okay. In addition to that, as like us men, what we need mostly is what we call peace. When you give somebody peace and support, everything works smoothly. Even that the relationship can work even if it is 20, but mostly we prefer that, because these persons have become mature. They have interacted with life out here and known exactly what is supposed to be done.
Of course. Yeah. So, on the other point, it's here that he prioritizes stability over vibes.
Yeah. To that point, let me put a word on that one. You have said he prioritizes
Stability over vibes. Like he never believes in some words. You see, like the vibing. He needs somebody who is stable to stay in a relationship.
I know very well most ladies like some people who have 5. But mostly men, when they reach that is, they prefer stability because that is very important. Because you cannot be in a relationship where you are not you have nothing. Because most ladies, let me say, they like money. I don't know if it is true if they like money, but that is, I don't know.
Not all of them. If you say all ladies, my mother doesn't love money.
No, but the relationship cannot work without money. I don't know. Maybe it's like that one.
No, it's just that you know, as a human being, you expect the best.
Okay.
You see, like I don't want to suffer.
Okay.
Whatever I need is peace of mind. You know.
Okay.
So at a point, like these ladies, let me say that. It's not that they love money that much, even though some of them.
Let me handle that one. Because why mtu anaingia in a relationship? Because this lady is expecting one moment, let me say you are in your 20s. One moment you are going to be a champion, have what we call money, do what, and so that they can have everything in her life. So that is why he's coming. I don't know she is coming.
Sasa wewe unamaanisha mapenzi ni biashara?
That is why.
No, si biashara. Like, you know, we must understand that kuna time at least anajua wewe ni mtu wangu. Like when she says like akifikanga mwisho anasema let me call Devi. You see? And check on him kama anaweza niokolea ka kitu. You see? Mimi hapo naweza watetea kidogo. Lakini sasa shida inatokea pale penye she wants more than you can provide.
Okay, that is the problem.
That's why they end up kwa our babas like they call them the small boys in early 40s.
So you want to say that let now the 20 boys focus on rebuilding themselves
of
so
course.
that they can
it's good you rebuild yourself.
Okay.
Sasa shida inatokea pale like you understand, let me say this at a lot on mwili unataka. You get the point?
Yeah,
yes.
The point, but
it's a mindset. You can concentrate on a single lady.
Yes, man. It is true that you can have even one lady, if she do what she adores you and always supports you in any way or the other, so that you can succeed.
So let us finish this by saying this. To me, men in 30s, I think they usually come with maturity, peace, and clarity. Like this, somebody who wants to settle. In 30s, you don't want to chew and run. Ile hit and run. You get my point?
Yeah, I get it.
Yes.
So, on additional to that one, let not ladies bring that mindset to these young 20 guys that what we call, let me say, fantasy in their mind that you are expecting more from them, so you are not dating them. When they reach at 30, so they are looking back to their 20s, so that they can do what? They can what word can we use? So that they can manipulate you while you are in your 20s. So if you have a guy and he's a good boy, and you are seeing future on him, just be with him. You will have everything.
Because you can get men at 20s, even at 19. He is more mature than a person in 40. Like the way an handle vitu, una understand too. This is a real man. This is a mature man.
That is it.
You see? So shida ni ile like you mistreat this mature young man. Wewe unamuona tu like he's a young man, hawezi ku provide. You see? Shida inatokeanga kwa providing. But mimi kama wewe msichana, mimi nasema hivi, ukishika ka boy kwa hali 20s na unaona ni mature na as time goes by anaweza produce, shikilia
yeye.
kuamilia wewe jamaa.
Yeah,
because at early 20s you can marry, lakini shida ni ile ujamaa. Kuna steps hujafikia.
Yeah, because we know you are expecting more from let me say like us.
Yes.
You expect we provide security.
Of course.
And more things that you are expecting from us, but
yes.
Give us some
even attention. They need my attention, you know. So guys, let us meet on our next episode. This is Mjomba. Like, share and subscribe. Bye. Wave.